Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally doesn't work. And thank you for joining tonight's edition of Final Word on the Dallas Cowboys. Guys, I'm sitting here outside. I know the sound's not great. I've really got to get my microphone stuff set up outside here, so bear with me. I know I've got the crickets that are going crazy right now. There's the waterfall, and of course there's the Washington stinking Redskins and the New York Jets playing in the background. And I got to tell you, this game is like a throwback. It's a game that you literally just want to throw it back because it just sucks. It's ugly, and I got to tell you, I'm not impressed by either of the teams. But, you know, it's only preseason. But here's the thing that we hate about preseason is teams start losing guys. The Redskins had already lost guys. They had lost a wide receiver. Now they lost their P. Ryan, I believe it is, running back. Goes to the locker room with a leg injury. We know Nick Foles went down for the Eagles with a strained shoulder. No word at how long that's going to be. And so on, and what the Eagles' plans will be from here going forward. But they had already planned to have Christian Hackenberg have a lot of snaps. The problem, of course, now is, do you rush Nick Foles back, get him out on the field with a strained shoulder, or do you rush Carson Wentz onto the field with a leg that you don't know if it's ready? That's literally being a rock and a hard place. I'm not here to talk about the Eagles too much, although we have tons of Eagle fans that are here. I don't wish injuries on anyone, but it seems that you're looking at a lot of injuries with guys. Barkley in New York is already missing time with the hamstring. The injury bug has been going around the NFC East, and let's hope it stays the hell away from our Cowboys. We closed camp today. And tomorrow the team heads back to Dallas. For the most part, we're in pretty good shape as far as health. We've got Sean Lee, who's planning on playing tomorrow night. You'll probably see the first team offense play at least the first quarter of the game. Hopefully not anymore. I'll be honest with you, I don't need to see my starters out there much. It's just too much to risk. The last thing you want to do is lose an offensive lineman, lose Zeke, lose anybody. I am ready for the regular season, and maybe it's time, and I know the reality is it's kind of ridiculous to say do away with the preseason because you do have to actually hit. You do actually have to practice. But having 4 preseason games, especially with the last one being basically none of your starters play, it's just guys auditioning for other games, other teams, it's really too much. Thoughts on our Cowboys? The thing that I really think is beginning to click, and it all goes back to things happen to me in my life, and you can point back to something that kind of was a foreshadowing. Hell, it wasn't a foreshadowing. Basically, somebody just said. I'll remember one of the best things I've ever done was doing the draft road trip. I'm planning on doing some other trips and stuff this year, as well, to games and tailgating, because there's nothing better than being together with my fellow Cowboy fans, you know, having some chicken wings, talking football. It's just a great feeling. But being there at the draft with Vosh sitting right beside me, Vosh, who is an expert, and I will put him against anybody from ESPN when it comes to draft picks. The moment we drafted Michael Gallup, the first thing that came out of his mouth was, Michael Gallup will make you forget about Dez Bryant. Good hands, good size, will go up and get the ball. He absolutely loved Michael Gallup. And what you're beginning to see is Michael Gallup and Dak Prescott beginning to click together. You're beginning to see Tavon Austin and Dak Prescott start clicking together. Cole Beasley has been a little bit lacking in practice because of the soreness he's had in his hamstring and stuff. So you haven't seen that dynamic, but we know that'll be easy to pick up. The biggest problem, of course, last year in that dynamic between Dak and Cole Beasley was Cole was getting doubled in the slot. He was never open, and they kept trying to force the ball deep to Dez in the back shoulder fade. But if you start getting a Zeke Elliott whose mind is clear, a Zeke Elliott who looks fantastic right now, you get him rolling, you start getting a Tavon Austin out there in the flat, you're going to see more one-on-one coverages on everybody else. And the fact that it seems, and something I kept saying over and over and over again, the first thing that I noticed about Dak Prescott when he was in college was how good he is on the move. When he is rolling out, he is deadly accurate, and we did not do enough of that. You need to have those naked bootlegs. You start getting Zeke Elliott pounding up through the middle, getting 4, 5, 6 yards at a chop. Boom. You get that flow going to the left. You fake it to him. You do that naked bootleg. Boom. You do that 180. And you get out there in space. You suck in all of the defense. And you got one-on-one coverage against a Michael Gallup or a Cole Beasley in the slot. Or dare I say, you use a Rico Gathers, who at 6'8" and those long arms. I'm telling you guys, this offense can be potent. I know you guys think I'm crazy. Maybe I am. But I believe in what we have here on the field. There's a couple places where I wish we could get a couple other people just to fill in, to be sure, to be able to absorb an injury or two. You know, I still believe the middle of the defense is where you got to control. We've got the second level down now with Sean Lee, Jalen Smith, and Van Der Esch. I just want to make sure the first line, the defensive line, is hardcore in the middle, and that the safeties on the back end. That's where my concerns are right now. My offense, I'm good. My defense has been playing great, but I just still worry. And if there's any way that we can help those positions without mortgaging the future, I'm good with that. Because remember, football season is a marathon. You got 16 games. We're watching only the second game in preseason and watching guys dropping like flies. We still have 18 games before, well, us, 19 games before the playoffs even start. Yeah. You got to make sure you cover all your bases. And it looks like the Redskins just kicked another field goal. 12-3. Different players, same game. But back to the Eagles for one last minute before I get out of here. This has never been hate. Even though you guys take it as hate. What I said, and you guys say I'm just stupid, that I don't know what I'm talking about, I just hate the Eagles. And it's like, no, I'm being honest with you. Well, I do hate the Eagles. But I'm being honest with you when I tell you it's hell to repeat. The shorter off season, the fact that you have less time to heal, the fact that you play that first place schedule. Even before this injury to Nick Foles, we heard last week that Nick Foles was already having head and neck spasms. And Nick Foles came out, let's be honest with you guys. Nick Foles, when he came out in this game before he got hurt, wasn't looking that good to begin with. That's the hard part about when you're successful in the NFL. It's hard to stay there unless you're the New England Patriots. We'll see how you guys weather the storm. You guys were fantastic at filling in when you lost people, and you're a team to reckon with. You got a lot of great players. I'm not denying that you don't. I'm not denying that you guys had a fantastic season. However, it's that hard to stay there. So, that being said, I'm going to pour Joe Boo here a refill. Watch a few more minutes of football. And then carry my behind to bed because I got to get to work in the morning. Because as they always tell me, don't quit your day job. I'm Mark Holmes with a hydrated Joe Boo. I'll see you guys soon. Hey, SportsCenter is actually going to have Kenny Mayne and John Booth.